What's up, everybody? Wanted to roll out this month's WFG Advantage. And where this month's really coming in is it's trying to give a little bit of a summary on, what's happened for the last, 12 months, which really becomes last 24 months, and then also giving a little indication of what we think is happening, on a go forward basis. And where most of this information came from, or all of this information came from, is actually going to, and I'll share the article, I'll show you, this is going to be inside of the Sales Advantage. But if we look over here at some Redfin news, one of the things that they talked about is that since the election, people have just sort of accepted the new market, and they're starting to see some upticks in a couple of things. One is that the home buyer demand index is up to it's up to the highest level since 2023, so September of 2023. And the mortgage purchase applications are up 17% month over month, meaning people are jumping back in and just realizing that rates are what they are. They're not going to change anytime soon. So they might as well just get on with it if they want to do something. One other thing that really was interesting to me is this prediction right here is that basically rates are going to stay the exact same, around 7% for all of 2025. So while that's not great news on what everybody wants to hear, it is important to just say, look, this is where they are. This is the new real estate market right now. And based on that, we have to then adapt our plans and figure out what we're going to do alongside those. And then we dive into the Portland housing market. If you want to change this thing around at all, go to whatever local area you're looking for. But the Portland housing market for Redfin is where I got my information for the Client Advantage. So with that being said, let's dive right in here, and I will actually show you what we've got. So if I go over here to, where'd my Sales Advantage go? The Sales Advantage right here. Let's start on this side. So the goal of the Heating Up campaign, which is December 2025's campaign or 2024's campaign, is to basically identify people that are still on the sidelines waiting for rates to drop. This has been a huge conversation for the entire year. And what it's really looking like based on that chart I just showed you is that it's not going to change anytime in the next year. So if people are thinking that's going to happen right away and they're waiting for that, then they're going to be waiting for potentially a very long time. It could be 12 plus 18 months. So the sooner that they start to realize that and that they're not, like, they'll be able to figure out rates at a different point in time, the better. And so we want to change the narrative of what they're talking about. And so that really comes down to, if they don't act, prices continue to go up, rates do not come down, and then they get left behind. So all the information, as I said, were in those articles. Here they are right here. The leverage is, rates are eventually going to come down, but nobody knows when that is. So continuing to have conversations about the market that are purely rate based takes all of that out of our hands, and you basically just have to sit back and wait. So what we want to do is we want to show the clients, as we're moving here, we want to show the clients that if we're looking at everything that's going on inside the housing market, 17% of people are already now jumping in to get a purchase mortgage. That's meaning, or that's up 17%, meaning competition's going to go up. You're still getting about 100% for your home if you're going to sell. But what will happen is if you wait too long, prices will go up, bidding wars will happen, which has already happened. 37% are getting multiple offers and going above list price. So with those numbers, there's a high likelihood that they're actually going to lose money on principal or purchase price if they continue to wait for rates to drop. So that brings us into our text alternative. Is someone or you still holding on to your home because you're waiting for rates to drop? There's some new data that you're going to want to know. Do you have time for a quick call? Absolutely. From a social standpoint, it's like, did you see what Redfin just said about mortgages in 2025? Competition's starting to pick up. If you want to know how to get ahead of the rush, shoot me a message today. And so if we look at what the entire Client Advantage is, and we're looking at it from a standpoint of the actual messaging, let's take a look at this real quick. Sorry, I got to move something around on my screen. As we close out 2024, the demand index is up. It's up 7%, its highest level since 2023. In addition, mortgage purchase applications are up 17% month over month, meaning a lot more people are jumping into the pool in what's traditionally a slow time. So what's it all mean for you? If you're looking to sell your home, you can still expect to get 100%. This comes from the Redfin data, with 37% selling above average, 36% taking a price drop, which basically creates that wash. And while it hasn't been a great year, we want to be realistic and we want to be the fiduciary that we've talked about all the way along. You know, rates have been a huge topic for the last 2 years, but they're not going to be changing in the next 12 months. So this is just the new norm for the short term. So if you're looking to do anything with all of these numbers combined, you need to be ready to act fast. And if you're even considering a change, you need to start planning and be ready for whatever comes your way. So here's the text alternative. Here's the social copy. I hope this helps. As always, let me know if you do have any questions, and I am happy to answer those for you. But I do think these are some compelling numbers to at least start some conversations about what's happening in the real estate market and what's going to be coming up over the next 12 to 18 months, which is really, unfortunately, a whole lot of the same we've already been feeling. So talk to you all soon. Please let me know if you have any questions.